Are you over the moon about supersizing and growing your business? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. This is one of my kids' favorite books of all time and one of my favorite children's books of all time. Of course, this is my granddaughter's copy, and my other granddaughter has a copy, and my nephews and nieces all have a copy because I love this book. It's got the cow jumping over the moon in it. But it's a great bedtime story. If you've never read it and you've got kids or grandkids, I highly recommend it. One of my favorites. So, over the moon, this idiom, this expression, what does this have to do with growing and supersizing our business? Of course, to be over the moon means to be very happy or to be delighted about something. It comes from a well-known 16th century nonsensical nursery rhyme. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon, da 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 da. And the dish ran away with the spoon. I forget who was delighted to see such a sight, but it was originally hi diddle diddle, and it doesn't make any sense, but it was a fun nursery rhyme that people told their kids back in the 16th century. And it was actually written down in a collection in the early 17th century, but it was of course popular for at least 100 years before it was actually documented and written down. Also, Over the Moon appeared in several works in England and in Ireland. It's suspected that the current use of being over the moon delighted came from Irish humorists and Irish poets, and I'm not going to go into all the details of who they were because it's not really important when it comes to building and growing our business. So my question for you is, number one, are you feeling over the moon about growing and supersizing and building your business right now? And I will admit, there have been times I've been super excited about growing and supersizing my business or a certain business that I'm involved in at a time. And there have been other times when I'm not so delighted and not so excited and not sure I even want to build and grow and supersize a business that I might be a part of. Some businesses I've actually just stopped doing, given away, shut down. Instead of even selling them, I've just discontinued doing them because I wasn't excited anymore or over the moon about the direction that particular business was going, or the business itself, the industry that it was in, etc. So what is something that you are over the moon about in your business? Or maybe a better question is, what could you be excited about? What could you be very happy about in your business right now? Because if we focus on the things we're happy about right now and we're enjoying and we love about our business right now, and we create more of them. If we focus on the things we don't like, guess what? I learned by personal experience, not the best experiences, that I can actually talk myself out of being involved in a business, even if it's an awesome business for other people, just because of how I feel about it. Not necessarily the most powerful situation. And I learned after just letting go of some businesses that it would have been smarter to build them and pass them on to someone that is excited about them, someone that does love them. One of my favorite questions, I like to ask a lot of questions of myself as well as the people that I interact with and work with. And one of my favorite questions is to ask, what else is possible? And if I'm feeling a little down or negative about something, I'll ask myself, well, what else could be possible? Because a lot of times we talk ourselves into thinking that there's only a couple of options, or that we're backed up against a wall. We've got a challenge or a struggle or a COVID pandemic, and it is creating changes that we never anticipated for our businesses or for our lives. And we have to figure out different possible options and ways to deal with that situation or that challenge. And so often we think in terms of this or that, black or white, and it's just not so. There are always infinite possibilities, infinite ways, infinite things we can do no matter what our situation is. I remember early in my corporate career thinking sometimes that, oh, I have to stay at this job because I've got young kids at home, da 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 da. Even though I had a business on the side, we all, even I, fall into those beliefs that we have to do certain things, we should do certain things. And, you know, it wasn't until I was older that I realized, yeah, I always have the choice to do something different, to make a different choice, to walk away, to focus on a different area or aspect of our business. One of the most common things that we run into is that we catch ourselves when we're first starting our business dealing with all sorts of people that aren't the right people for us to be serving. We want to serve everybody because we just want to get started and get our business going. And then I've been in this situation where I found that I had the majority of my customers were not my ideal customers. They were customers, but they weren't the kind of customers that I loved working with. And that made business hard. And as I switched over, because I gave myself permission to choose my customers to customers that I enjoyed working with, and the whole group changed over, pretty soon I was loving, and I was over the moon about my business, because I was only working with people that were people I love to work with, the people I want to help, the people I love to serve, because they want what it is that I have to offer them. So share in the comments below something in your business that you are over the moon about, that you're delighted and very happy about, and make it an awesome day. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom related to emotions, because we're doing an emotions segment for the annual challenge this year. So I'm like, might as well do that with respect to our business as well. And I caught myself focusing on positive, uplifting emotions. Now I'm going to run into where I need to do some negative ones. But so far I'm like, I'm just picking all the positive emotions from my big list of emotion-related idioms. So if you have one you'd like to know the meaning and the origin of, and how we can tie it to our business, hit me up. Otherwise, I will pick one and be with you tomorrow.